I absolutely love balloons. They remind me of parties and they're magical. So how did I do this? How did I create a balloon that doesn't pop under fire? Well, in today's lab, we will explore how to make one of these magical balloons for yourself. Where does rubber come from? Well, natural rubber comes from rubber trees, native to the Amazon rainforest. It was originally used in around 1600 BC by the Olmec civilization in Mexico. But today, we use the sap to form many useful things such as erasers, tires, and balloons. The first balloon was made by Michael Faraday in 1824, but inflatable party balloons didn't become popular until the 1900s. This magical material from a tree can make all these amazing things, but how? Well, a rubber tree sap is harvested, filtered, and processed to form balloons. We first melt the rubber into liquid latex and pour it into molds. It is then heated up to harden. This is a process called vulcanization, which creates crosslinks to make the rubber extra strong and very stretchy. Let's test these properties for ourselves. First, blow up a balloon. Filling it up with air, you stretch out the rubber. It is now under tension. If you poke it with a sharp object, it'll pop, right? Then, how am I able to do this? That's because the rubber at the top, where I punctured it, is less stretched out than the rest. You can see this by the small circle that's darker than the rest of the balloon, which shows that there's less tension there. Less tension means it does not pop as easily, and the balloon keeps its shape. Let's explore another way to avoid popping a balloon. Place tape in the shape of an X onto the side of a balloon. Now, when I poke a skewer through the tape, it doesn't pop. That's because the tape stabilizes the rubber, supporting the tension and acting as a barrier. So when I poke through the tape, I'm not breaking the tension of the balloon. Instead of grabbing something sharp, there's yet another way of breaking the tension of the balloon. We can use chemistry. Many fruits, including the peels of limes, create a chemical called limonene. Limonene breaks the cross-linking structure of the rubber, breaking the connections and popping the balloon. This is a good trick if you get rubber bands stuck in your hair. Rub a lime peel on it and it'll fall right out. Lastly, we'll create a magical balloon that doesn't pop even when it touches fire. Take a balloon and pour a little water into it. You don't need much. Then, just inflate it as usual. You now have a balloon with a little water inside. Next, light a candle with the help of an adult and place the side of the balloon with the water over the candle. Normally, a balloon without water would pop almost immediately. But as you can see, this balloon with water won't pop. What's going on here? Well, typically, the heat from the candle would break down the rubber, causing the balloon to pop. Instead, the heat travels through the rubber to the water, allowing the balloon to stay intact, at least for a little while. Now that we've explored the interesting properties of rubber and learned how to make our own magic balloon, show off this magic balloon to friends and try to surprise them. Happy sciencing!